Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be discussing the following topics. This is all about conversion. So we will be discussing conversion of the following. The first one is decimal to percent. Next is percent to decimal. Then percent to fraction. And lastly, fraction to decimal. The first part in this video is to convert decimal numbers to percent. So we have here 5 decimal numbers and we're going to convert each one to percent. So the first one is 0.45. So in this 0.45, the decimal point is here. So we're going to move this decimal point going right 2 places. So let's move this point 2 places going right. So this is 1, then 2. So we will stop here. The point will be here. And this will now become 45%. So don't forget the percentage symbol. Next, number 2, we have 0.72. So just like what we did in the first example, we're going to move this decimal point 2 places to the right. So 1 and 2. So we're going to write here 72%. Next one, we have 0.05. Same thing, we will be moving this decimal point 2 places to the right. 1, 2. So this will now become 5%. Next, we have 0.083. From this point, we will move 1, 2, and this is now 8.3%. Next is 0.976. From here, we will move 2 places to the right, 1, 2. We will stop here, so this is now 97.6%. So this is how we convert decimal numbers to percent. This time we'll be converting percent to decimals. Let's look at the first example, 45%. To convert this percent to decimal, we will be moving this point here to the left 2 places. So from here, we will move 1, 2. And the point will now be seen here. So this will become, from 45%, this is now 0.45. So from percent, it was converted to decimals. Now next, 72%. Similarly, from this point here, we will move 2 places to the left, 1, 2. Now the point is here, and 72% is now equal to 0.72. Proceeding to our next example, 5%. So we will move this point here 2 places to the left. This is 1, then 2. We will stop the point here, and this empty curve indicates that it carries 0. So 5% is equal to 0.05. Example 4 is 8.3%. The point is seen between 8 and 3. So this point is between the 2 numbers. So we will be moving this point to the left 2 places. 1, 2. So again, we have another empty curve which indicates that this is 0. So 8.3% is equal to 0.083. The last example is 97.6. We will be moving this point here to the left 2 places. 1, 2. So the point is now here. 97.6% is equivalent to 0.976. This is how we convert percent to decimal numbers. Now let's convert percent to fraction. The first one is 60%. To convert this 60% to fraction, we will be dividing 60 by 100. Now this fraction can still be further reduced to smallest terms. So by dividing both numbers by 20. Okay, so 60 divided by 20 is equal to 3. And then 100 divided by 20 is equal to 5. So 60% is equal to 3 over 5. For our next example, 25%. So again, we will divide 25 by 100 and reduce this to smallest terms. So divide both numbers by 25. 25 also. So 25 divided by 25 is equal to 1. And then we have 100 divided by 25, which is equivalent to 4. So now 25% is equal to 1/4. The last example is 50%. Again, we will divide 50 by 100 and reduce this number to smallest terms. So divide the numerator and denominator to 50. Okay, 50. So now we can divide 50 divided by 50 is 1. 100 divided by 50 is 2. 50% is equivalent to 1/2. So this is how we convert percent to fractions. We'll be heading to the last part of our video, and our last topic to be discussed is to convert fraction to decimal numbers. The first example is 3/5. Now to convert this fraction to decimal, we will divide 3 by 5. So dividing 3 by 5, okay, so we will need to add a 0 here. So point will also be here. So 30 divided by 5, that is 6. And then 6 times 5 is 30. Now we will subtract. 30 minus 30 is 0. So our answer is 0.6. So 3/5 is equal to 0.6. Next is 1/4. So again, we will divide 1 by 4. So we need again to add 0. So 10 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Then you will subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. We need to add one more 0. So this will become 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Just 5 times 4 is 20. So 20 minus 20 is 0. So our answer is 0.25. 1/4 is equal to 0.25. For our last example, 1/2, we will divide 1 by 2. Again, we need to add 0. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. So our answer for 1/2, 1/2 is equal to 0.5. The equivalent decimal for 1/2. So this is how we convert fraction to decimal numbers.